Hey guys, welcome back to Coding Stuff, and in this video we're gonna create a simple app where we can upload images to Firebase storage. So these are some points that we're gonna cover in this video. So yeah, we are going to use MVVM architectural pattern, and then we'll see how we can save images to Firebase storage, and then we'll add those images URL to Firestore database, and also we'll save those images into room database. So if there is no internet connectivity, we can still get the data from local database, which is SQLite. And then coming to the fourth point, async task is deprecated in API level 30. So we will use executors to perform all the database operations in the background thread, whether it is a Firebase database operations or room database operation. We'll perform it in the background thread using executors. So it will not add load on our UI thread. So let me show you the demo app that we're gonna create in this video. So I'll click on the run button. So I have connected my device. So it is installed. So this is splash screen for 4 seconds. So to add image, we need to click on this image view. So as you can see, I have these images in my gallery. So I'll select this one. Then I'll click on the upload. So it will take time based on your internet connectivity. Then I'll click on this view all. Okay, so the image has been fetched. So yeah, let's start with creating the app. So as you can see, I have created one empty project and it has nothing for now. So first thing that we are going to do is we'll connect our app to Firebase database. So for that, what you need to do, go to Firebase and create your project. So I'll add this app to one of my existing project, which is a shop app. So just click on the tools, click on the Firebase, and then the Firebase assistant will pop up. So we're gonna require a Cloud Firestore. So just click on that, get started with Cloud Firestore, connect to Firebase, click on the build. So our Gradle is built successfully. Now I'll click on this connect to Firebase and it will open the Firebase console. Well, I'll click on this shop app, click on the connect. So yeah, it has been connected. Now we need to add the Cloud Firestore Sdk. So click on that, click on accept changes, and we'll need cloud storage as well. So click on this. So now click on this get started with cloud storage, click on the add cloud storage SDK, accept changes, and it will add the necessary dependencies. So now we'll open the build.gradle app level and we need to add some dependencies here that we're gonna require throughout the project. So first we'll require the glide library. So glide Android dependency, search for it, click on this first link, and we'll copy this implementation and annotation processor. Then we'll paste it over here and we'll not sync the project now. We'll also require the room dependency. So room dependency Android, click on this. So we'll copy this implementation and annotation processor. Again, we'll paste it over here. And we'll also require the live data dependency and lifecycle dependency as well. Scroll down and go to the Java because we'll be using Java. So we need a live data and view model. So we'll copy this and I'm gonna paste it over here. And then we can click on the sync now button. We need to add double inverted over here. Again, I'll click on the try again. And we don't need the arc version, so I'm gonna remove it. Okay, so all the dependencies are set up correctly. Now we're gonna close this and I'm gonna close this as well. So first thing that we'll do, we'll create some packages. So click on your main package and then package. We'll create first package as a Firebase, and again we'll create another package as a room, and then we'll have UI, and we'll have utils. So first of all, we're gonna start implementing with the room. So inside the room, again we'll have 4 packages: the DAO, which is data access object, and again we'll have the database itself, we'll have the repository and the view model. So repo and view model. Okay, and inside the Firebase we'll have repo and we'll have view model. Okay, and inside the utils we'll have adapter and we'll have the model. Okay, so first we'll set up our model class. So click on the model, new Java class, we'll name it as a photo, and this will be our entity as well. So entity, and as you can see it is coming from androidx.room. We'll give it a table name, which will be, let's say, photo table. It will have the ID, which will be primary key. Sorry, it should be private. So we'll annotate it with primary key, and it will be auto generated true. Then we'll have its URL, so string image URL. We'll create one empty constructor for Firebase. So we're gonna use this model class for both Firebase and the room database. So we'll click on the generate now and we'll create getters and setters. Click on OK. So yeah, now what we need to do, okay, so we will be using this in Firebase as well and in room as well. So we don't need this ID in Firestore, we need this ID in room. So what we can do, we can exclude this from getting stored in Firebase. So exclude, and as you can see it is coming from firebase.firestore, and also we need to add it to the getter as well. So annotate and exclude. So yeah, we have set up our model class. So I'll close this. So now the first thing that we need to do, we'll implement the room database first. So for that, first we'll create the database. So click on the database package. We'll name it as a photo database. And this will be abstract class. This will extend to room database, and we're gonna annotate it by database. And here we need to pass some parameters. So the first will be entities. We need to specify the entity class. So we'll be using photo.class, and then another parameter we need to pass version. So we'll pass the 1 for now, and then private, we'll create one constant instance of this photo database class. So photo database, name it as an instance. Sorry for typo error. So we always have to make our photo database class synchronized, means it should be thread safe. So the multiple instance of our database should not be created. So to avoid that, what we'll do, we'll follow the singleton pattern. So for that, let's write public static synchronize, means thread safe, photo database. We'll name this as get am instance, and we'll pass the context here. So context, and inside this we'll check if our instance is already created or not. So if it is not created, So if m instance is equals to null, means we haven't initialized our database yet. So to initialize it, what we'll do, m instance equals to room dot database builder, and we need to pass context dot get application context, and then comma. I'm going to continue it from the next line. We need to specify the class, so photo database dot class, again comma. Then we need to name our database. Let's name it as a photo database. Then after this, dot fallback to destructive migration, and at the last dot build and semicolon. So this is how we create instance of our database class, and then after the if statement we'll simply return the m instance. So yeah, now we need to do one thing. We need to create our DAO object. So click on the DAO package Java class, we'll name it as a photo DAO. This should be interface, and we need to annotate it by DAO data access object, and inside this we'll just have two methods. So we're gonna insert photos in the database, and then we're gonna retrieve it. So void insert photo, we're gonna pass the photo, and then semicolon. Then we'll run one query, which will be select star from photo table, and this will return data in live data so we can observe it. List of photo, we'll name it as a get all photos. So that's it, our DAO is ready. So now in the photo database class, we'll write public abstract photo DAO and semicolon. So our database will automatically create code for these queries, and it will perform the operations. So yeah, so now we need to set up repo class for this. So click on the repo, new, name it as photo room repo. So inside this, first we'll create photo DAO, and also we'll create one live data variable, list of photo, where we can get the photos. So alt enter, we'll name it as a photo list live data, semicolon. Then we'll create constructor for this repo class. So photo room repo, we'll pass the application here, and application photo database equals to photo database dot get m instance, and we need to pass the application here, and then semicolon. Then photo DAO equals to photo database dot photo DAO, and then semicolon. And we can also get the data into our photo list live data from here. So photo DAO dot get all photos. Okay, so yeah, we created instance of photo database here, as you can see, by passing the application as a context, and then we call the DAO object from the photo database class, this one, and then we get all the photos from the database, and we stored it into the photo list live data. Then what we need to do, so now we just have two operations in our database, as you can see, and we already take care of one operation. Now we need to take care of this insert photo. So when we write query and we return the data in live data, so room will automatically perform this operation in the background thread. So we don't have to do it background thread manually. Room already takes care of it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create one background thread for this insert photo. We'll do this operation in the background thread. So for that we'll jump to photo room repo class, and here we'll create one executor. So private executor, we'll name it as executor. This will be equals to executors new single thread executor, and then semicolon. So as we know, async task is deprecated in API level 30. We need to use alternative of it. So the best alternative for async task is executors coming from concurrent package. So yeah, we're gonna use this for performing operations in the background thread. So let's create one method to insert the photo. So public void insert photo, and we'll take a photo as a parameter here. So photo, and then executor dot execute new runnable, and inside this we'll call our photo DAO dot insert photo, and we'll pass the photo. So yeah, that's it. We perform the insertion operation in the background thread. So yeah, it is that easy. So yeah, after that what we need to do, we just need to create one getter for our live data variable. So click on generate getter and select this, click on OK. Yeah, that's it. So now what we need to do, we need to create one last thing in the room database, the view model. So let's name it as a photo room view model, and this will extend to Android view model. Press Alt Enter to create constructor. Private photo room repo, and we're gonna initialize it over here. So photo room repo equals to new photo room repo, and we need to pass application as a parameter there. Yeah, then we'll create one method to insert the data. So insert photo, we'll pass the photo and photo room repo dot insert, and we need to pass this photo. Yeah, that's it. Then public live data list of photo, name this as a get all photos live data, because this will be returning the live data. So return our photo room repo dot get photo list live data, and then semicolon. So that's it for the room database. Now we're gonna close this. So close all tabs. So now we are done with the room database. All the important files like DAO, database, repo, and view model, we have created them, and now it's time to move to the Firebase. So I'll click on the Firebase repo package. I'll click Java class. I'll name it as a Firebase photo repo, and inside this, first thing that we'll have the instance of Firebase Firestore. Then we'll have storage reference. We'll create constructor for this class. So Firebase photo repo, Firebase Firestore equals to Firebase Firestore dot get instance and semicolon. Then storage reference equals to Firebase storage dot get instance dot get reference, and we'll add another child to it. So child, we'll name it as images, and yeah, that's it. Now we need to create two methods here. So first we'll be uploading, and then another will be fetching. So first we'll start with the uploading images. So public void upload image, and we'll pass the URI here, which we'll get later from the activities URI, and we'll also pass the view model for our room. So photo room view model, so we can insert the image in room database as well as we add in Firebase. So first of all, we'll create another storage reference. So let's name it as image ref, and this will be equals to storage reference dot child, photo room view model, and inside this we'll write system dot current time in millis. I'll add another extra bracket over here, and then I'll convert it into the string. So string dot value of, because the child method only takes string parameter, and then I'll add semicolon over here. Then image ref dot put file will pass URI here, then add on complete listener, new on complete listener. So here we'll have one check if the task is successful, and inside that we'll have another check if task is complete. So if the task is complete, we'll get the download URL from this image ref. So what we'll write, image ref dot get download URL dot add on success listener here, new on success listener, semicolon and semicolon. So it is good practice to add task dot is complete check, because if you try to get the URL before it has been successfully uploaded to storage, it will throw a null pointer exception to you. So make sure that you add task dot is complete. So we got the URL here, which is URL as well. So what we need to do now, we need to add this into our Cloud Firestore. So we'll create one photo and new photo dot set image URL, and then URI dot toString. Then we'll call our Firebase Firestore dot collection. We'll create one collection, we'll name it as images, then we'll add the photo, then we'll have the add on complete listener, new on complete listener, again inside this we'll have check if task is successful. If the task is successful, then our room view model dot insert photo, and we'll add this photo there. So yeah, that's it. So we are done with the upload images. Now we'll create another method to get the images. So public void get images, and in here we'll also pass the room view model. So as we get photos list from the Firebase Firestore, we can also add it into the room database. So here Firebase Firestore dot collection, already know it, it is image dot images dot add snapshot listener to it, new snapshot listener, and we'll add semicolon over here. So again we'll have to run a loop here. So for document change, we'll name it as a doc value dot get document changes, and we'll check if doc dot get type is equals to type dot added. So photo equals to doc dot get document dot to object, and here we need to specify the class, so photo dot class, and then semicolon, and then photo room view model dot insert, we'll insert this photo there. So yeah, that's it. So I'm not gonna use callbacks here because it will just increase the tutorial time. Instead I'll do that in the next video or another video sometime. So yeah, the next tutorial, that is shoes app. So in that app we might use the interfaces like the callbacks. What will happen, it will take care of all the exceptions and all. So yeah, now we'll need to do one thing. In the view model we'll create one class, we'll name it as a Firebase view model, this will extend to Android view model, or we can simply extend to view model. Then similarly we'll have Firebase photo repo. We'll create constructor for this. So Firebase view model, Firebase photo repo equals to new Firebase photo repo. Sorry. So now we need to create one method to upload images. Void upload images to Firebase. We need to pass the URI, alt enter. Alt enter, and we need to pass the room view model instance as well. Then Firebase photo repo upload image, we'll pass this URI and photo room view model, and public void get images from Firebase photo room view model, Firebase photo repo dot get images. We need to pass photo room view model. So what we are doing in the upload image method, we are just adding the image to storage first, and then we are getting its URL over here. Then we are adding it into the Firestore, and as soon as we add it into Firestore, if the task is successful, we are also adding it into room database. And this method is probably for when user uninstall the app, like after adding the images, his room data will be null. So what we need to do, we need to get the images from the Firestore database into our room if our room is null. So yeah, that's for that. So now I'm gonna close this. Everything is set up correctly. Now what we need to do, we need to move to the UI, and also we'll need to create the adapter. So I have added two colors in the colors.xml, light gray color, and again this is the button color. And inside the themes I have changed the action bar to no action bar, and then status bar color I have added the button color, which we have it over here. So again I'll close these tabs. We'll move to the UI. We need 3 activities, so click on new and activity. We'll select the empty activity. So the first activity will be splash activity. Hit enter, and then another activity which will be empty activity, and we'll name it as a photo activity where we'll show the photos. So yeah, alt enter and alt enter, and we need to move this main activity to the UI over here, and yeah, that's it. If you close the Android Studio and then again start, you'll see this main activity inside the UI. So yeah, close this. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna just copy paste the design in here, because it will take time and it will just increase the tutorial time, and our channel more focused on code and less on the UI. So yeah, and anyways you'll get this code in the description box, so you can directly copy it from there. So I have created the layouts. So just image view, upload button, view all button, and then the progress bar, which we make invisible for now. Then inside the activity photo we just have the recycler view, and the activity splash, again we have one image, and then the app name, let's hard code it with photos, enter, and yeah, then in the each photo we just have one card view, and inside that we have one image view. So yeah, and then I have created the photo adapter. So it's just a simple adapter. Like we create first, we have created one list of photo, then we created setter for it, inflate the layout in on create view holder, then with the help of glide we set the image getting from this list, as you can see. And then the get item count, if the photo list is null, will return the 0, else will return the size. And then we just find it the ID in the viewholder class, inner class. So glide, as you know, glide.width, we need to pass the context here, so we can get context from holder.item view. And then the dot method, inside that we need to pass the image URL. So photo list dot get the position, and then get image URL. And then dot into, inside the dot into we need to specify the view that where we want to load this image. So yeah, that's pretty much stuff. So now I'm gonna close all of this and we'll move to the manifest file, and we'll cut this intent filter from here and we'll put it inside the splash activity. Yeah, because let's make exported as a true, because we want to display splash activity at the first. So yeah, so now we'll jump to the splash activity, and here what we'll do, we'll first create the instance of our view model. So new view model provider, we need to pass this here, dot get photo room view model dot class, and then we have the Firebase view model, new view model provider, this dot get Firebase view model dot class. So we're gonna check if, okay, let's first photo room view model dot get all photos, we'll observe it. So this first parameter, which is the owner, then new observer. So we'll check if the photos is equals to null, means if there is no data in the room but there is some data in Firebase, so we're gonna fetch it, we're gonna store it inside the room. So this scenario happens when user added images to the Firebase and he uninstalls the app and then again he installs the app, so this issue can be triggered. So for that, what we'll do, so if the data is null, get images from Firebase, and we need to pass the room view model. So with that we can add the data into room as well. So yeah, that's it. Now we need to run one handler as well. So handler equals to new handler dot post delayed new runnable. We need to add semicolon, and then we'll display it for 3 seconds, so 3000 milliseconds. Start activity, new intent, will send user from splash activity dot this to main activity dot class, and then we'll make it finish as well. So yeah, that's done for the splash activity. Now we'll move to the main activity, and as you can see, I have found the IDs of our widgets. So to get the images from the gallery, as you know, the start activity for result is deprecated. So for that, we need to create one activity result launcher, this one, and here we'll pass this string. We'll name it as a pick images from gallery, register for activity results, and inside this we need to pass 2 parameters. So first one, this one, activity result contracts dot get content. I'm gonna continue it from the next line. Then new activity result callback. Here we get this on activity result, in which we get the result, which is the URI. So we are gonna store this in image URI, which we have created at the top. So result. Again, we can have one check if this result is not equals to null. We can copy it and we can paste it over here, and then our image view, image view set image URI and pass this result as well. So this image view here and image URI, let's just initialize it as a null first. So yeah, that's it. Now what we need to do, we need to add on click listener to our image view. So set on click listener, new on click listener, and here we need to call this pick image from gallery dot launch. We need to specify the images /star, so all. So yeah, that's it. So we need to initialize our view models as well. So what we can do, we can copy it from here. So Control C, I'm gonna paste it over here. Close, delete this. Yeah, that's it. So when user clicks on the view all button, sorry, set on click listener, new on click listener, we're gonna send the user to from this activity, main activity dot this, to the photo activity dot class, new intent. Yeah, now we need to move on to the upload image button. Set on click listener, new on click listener. So Firebase view model dot upload images, will pass the image URI and will pass the photo room view model, and I guess we should add an interface callback to get if the task is successful or not. So public interface and on data uploaded, we'll just create one method here for now. Upload. So here what we're gonna receive is this task. So we're gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it over here. So yeah, at the top we need to create instance of the interface, reference on data uploaded, and we need to pass it over here on data uploaded, this dot on data uploaded, and over here dot on data upload method, we need to pass this task there. So yeah, in the view model we just need to create one mutable live data. So private mutable live data, we can paste this, and semicolon, and in the constructor we can initialize it. So task mutable live data, new mutable live data, and semicolon. So here we need to pass this. Click on more actions, make this class implement the on data upload method, this one. So task mutable live data dot set value, we're gonna has the task there. Then at the last we're gonna create getter for this task mutable live data. That's it. So just after the uploading images we can get the notification. So get task mutable live data, observe this. Instead of this we need to pass the main activity dot this, new observer, and here we can check if the document is successful, means the task is successful, else we can just show the toast. Main activity dot this task will be document from task dot get exception dot to string, and if we're gonna show the toast image uploaded successfully, and yeah, then at the start we're gonna make our progress bar visible, so visible, and just after this we're gonna make our progress bar invisible. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much stuff that we need to write in the main activity. Now the last thing that we are remaining to implement the photo activity. So anyhow, what we need to do, we just have one recycler view. So private recycler view, let's name it as a recycler view, and we by id r.id dot photo activity recycler view. We'll set some property to it. So set has fixed size, we'll pass it true. Recycler view dot set layout manager, new linear layout manager, this, and we're gonna create the instance of our adapter. So photo adapter equals to new photo adapter, then recycler view dot set adapter will pass the adapter. Then we need to create instance of a room view model. So new view model provider, this dot get photo room view model dot class semicolon. Then we'll get all the photos from room. Observe this new observer, we get the list. So we can call our adapter dot set photo list, and we can pass these photos. And we also need to notify the adapter that dataset has been changed, as we are adding the adapter here. So yeah, that's pretty much stuff we need to do. So I hope we have completed everything. And one thing, make sure your rules are like this: allow read and write if you are not using authentication. So I'm not using authentication in this project, and also storage rules as well. So yeah, so my bad, we need to write image here. It should not be images. So yeah, just remove this as and try to run the app, it will work. So yeah, the splash screen, when I click on this upload, let me open my gallery. Okay, so as you can see, in this folder we have some images. So I'm gonna select this. So yeah, as you can see, it has been added here. So I have set scale type of this image view as a center crop. That's why it is cropping the image. Otherwise you can use fit xy to fit the width and height of the image view. So this is, I'll click on the upload now, and as you can see the progress bar, and this is the UI for our next tutorial, which will be the cart management with shoes app. We'll use the room database there. So let me just hit refresh and hit refresh. So as you can see, images, and we have the document inside that, the image URL, and here as well we got the images folder and this image. Okay, so now I'll click on the view all. It's gonna take some time. So yeah, it has been added and fetched. Again, I'm gonna add one more image. Again, we forgot to do one thing in the main activity. So as the image is uploaded successfully in here, okay, what we'll do, our image view and image view dot set image resource, this will be r dot travel dot upload icon and then semicolon. So yeah, this is gonna reset the image. So if I hit on the view all, as you can see, so again I'm gonna add a few images. I'll select this image and I'll click on the upload. So image has been successfully added. So you can see the two documents, and we need to refresh this. So yeah, as you can see, it has been added over there as well. And if I click on the view all, so yeah, it has been added. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you the app inspection where we can see our local database. So it will take some time. So as you can see, we have the photo database and we have the photo table. And as you can see, in our room database, we have two entries, one image and another image. So yeah, it's also working. And if I close the app and if I turn off the data and I'll try to run the app again, and we'll see it is showing the images or not. So I'll click on the view all, and as you can see, it fetched the images from the room database instead of Firebase database. So we don't have connectivity now, still it loads the images from the room database. So yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.